Now, you've seen plenty of videos that telling you all about all the wonderful reasons to join eXp, whether that's the revenue share or the stocks, this and that, da, da, da. At the end of the day, there's really one main reason why the overwhelming number of people come to eXp. It's because you want your business to be better. You want to sell more houses. You want to help your people buy more houses. You want to be more of a rock star agent, and you're not doing it where you are right now. Can eXp help me do that? That's the $1,000,000 question. This is Steve, real estate agent with the Malone Realty Group at eXp Realty. Thanks for tuning in today. All right, so right now what we're going to talk about is let's throw all the other stuff away. And the reality is the other stuff is important stuff. The other stuff is the revenue share opportunities that you have here at eXp, which are phenomenal. I'm not going to beat you to death with it. If you watched any eXp video, you've heard about it. So that is an opportunity. But at the end of the day, I think it's less than 80% of agents have anybody in their revenue share line, their downline, so to speak, or they have somebody, or whatever the terminology is. Less than 80%, or yeah, less than 80% have somebody. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we talk about stocks. Obviously, the big thing for stocks is to become an icon agent. I mean, you get stock options or you get stock awards if you close your first deal, if you cap, if you sponsor somebody that comes into the company. You can buy stock at a discounted price when you close. There's all these different reasons, but obviously the big one is icon. You hit icon status, and that means you fully cap, and then you do an additional 20 deals beyond that. You hit icon. What that means is you have the potential to get $16,000 in stock back. So $16,000 is the cap. You can get all of that back if you hit icon status, which is great. Here's the deal. Only 3%, like 3% of eXp agents qualify for icon agent. Okay, so this is not easy. You got to dig to become an icon agent. So for the most part, most people are not going to do that. So if most people are not going to hit icon and most people are not going to do rev share, why would they go to eXp? At the end of the day, I don't care where you are. You could be at, and again, I'm not picking on anybody, but I'm just saying, I was at Keller Williams before I came into eXp. You could be at Harry Norman, you could be at Remax, you could be at Coldwell Banker, Century 21. You could be at mom and dad's brokerage. You can be at, Billy Bob's brokerage, wherever you are. The main reason why you would want to jump in any situation, whether that means jump from brokerage to brokerage or jump from a team to go solo, or from solo to go to a team, is because you look at your bottom line and you want your bottom line to be better. Okay, so if you want your bottom line to be better, you want to make a change, and that includes going to another brokerage. So, does eXp fit that mold? If I left where I am now to go to eXp, is that going to help my brokerage? Or is that going to help my business? Is it going to help my bottom line? Okay, that's the $1,000,000 question. At the end of the day, it needs to be answered. Okay, everything else is gravy on top of it, but none of that makes sense if we're running a business that's underwater, right? Right. So why does eXp make sense? Because I believe, for me personally, I'm glad I made the move. My business is already, I've only been here for about 4 months, maybe just a hair over 4 months. My business is already better now and stronger now than it was 4 months ago after making the move. Okay, number one, it's the technology. The biggest piece is the KV Core. So you have access to KV Core, which is the CRM that eXp provides as part of its package. It's $85 a month to be a part of eXp. You get a CRM. You get a world-class CRM that's already built. It's not in the process of being built, not coming along or anything like that. Like we had at KW, we had Command. Command was fine. Command was not a fully functioning CRM yet. Command was not finished yet, and everybody was still working on it, which is fine. I need something that works, and KV Core works, number one. Number two, if you have a complaint about KV Core, you can bring it to KV Core, or bring it to the people and say, hey, this doesn't work right, can we work on this? And you won't get yelled at about it, because you won't get yelled at for being out of culture for picking on Command, which, again, I'll throw it out there. That's something that exists at KW, that if you pick on Command, you're out of culture, which completely drives me crazy. There, I said it, all right? Hashtag me, whatever. So KV Core is a big thing. You also have access to SkySlope. SkySlope is kind of the the program where you upload all your docs to. All the brokers will use that to be sure that you're in compliance. They send out seemingly daily emails on all the deals that you're doing to say, and they got like a checklist, and they say, this is what you have, this is what you need, this is what you have, this is what you need, this is what you need to fix, and you keep working on that and whittling it away. Very easy to upload it, check everything out, whatever. That's all free. It's all part of the process. Okay, so you got a CRM to keep all your stuff in place. Now, if you are an agent and you don't have a CRM, if you're doing everything out of, let's say, like Excel spreadsheets or something like that, you got to get a CRM just because you want to have, a business, a place where you do your business. You want to have, you know, that to help you out. It does so much because you can set people up on searches from it, which is your page. You can set up tasks to remind yourself to call people, email people, whatever. You do all of that. You run everything out of your CRM. You look like a professional if you have a CRM. If you don't have a CRM because you can't afford one, guess what? You can afford one now because it comes with being with eXp. All right, number one. All right, and number two, we talk about SkySlab. Number three, you can buy leads through eXp in several ways and get business through them through several ways. Obviously, the old-fashioned ways still work. You do open houses, you door knock, you call expireds for sale by owners withdrawals. You do all of that stuff. On top of that, through KV Core, you can boost your listings to get leads. The eXp has a program called Make It Rain, where they have people who will call on your behalf and look for buyers and sellers for you. Yes, there's a fee, obviously, but they're doing that for you behind the scenes. So this Make It Rain program, again, you buy the Facebook leads through the KV Core. We also have Express Offers, which is the iBuyer program. Once you get certified in Express Offers, you can use that and buy leads for that to get people to sign up for your Express Offers and meet potential sellers that way. And whether they end up using you to sell their house via the Express Offers program or they end up listing their house, whatever it is, there are ways to get in front of people within the next couple of weeks. If you plug in now, you can start plugging in and getting in front of people in just the first couple of weeks and already starting to look for people to work with. So you have all those options because, again, at the end of the day, we want to have a better bottom line. Well, you've got a world-class CRM free. You have a world-class document service free. You have the ability to streamline your buying of ads to find buyers and sellers. So you got that too. The end of the day, and I've talked about this in the past. I'm going to talk about it again right now. And this is the $1 million reason. I didn't realize this when I did it. I didn't realize this when I came in. I came in blind. I saw some of the other stuff, whatever. This has quickly moved to the number one reason to move to eXp. And this is the reason why I will stay with eXp. I will not go anywhere. That is the network that you join and the training you get from the network. I'll give you a perfect example. My immediate sponsor is Stacy Wyatt. He's here in Atlanta. Stacy shouts out. We're with the Blueprint X network. Okay. So basically we get training. We do training a couple times a week on Zoom. We have monthly face-to-face meetings. And anytime I call him and say, hey, I have a question about this, he texts me back or calls me back or whatever. But that is training to help us grow our business. Okay. Now, his sponsor is Kyle Whistle, who's an awesome agent out in San Diego. And his sponsor is Dan Beer, another awesome agent out in San Diego. They have what's called the Fast Forward movement. They too have weekly trainings. They have a couple of them. The amount that we learn from those is crazy. The amount of stuff that we implement into our business. We implement this stuff into our business. This is free coaching that we get from teams that are doing $300, $400 million in volume every year. We implement that stuff into our business to have stronger businesses than we did before we came here. Okay, and then they are part of the bigger group called the Honey Badger Group. And again, they have multiple weekly trainings. So as Stacy put it when I talked to him about it is, in some of the other brokerages, if you want to see the playbook, whatever that playbook is on, how do I run a team more efficiently? How do I, do a better listing presentation? How do I do a better buyer presentation? How do I, whatever it is, whatever it is that you're looking for, some of the other brokerages, it costs you money to look at the playbook. The people are always looking, and that's just the way that it is. Here at eXp, you get into a network, that's it. That's why getting into a network is really, and picking the right person to go in under and what right network to go in under is the most important decision you're going to make. I think that when you look at it, I was I was telling people to go to eXp when I was still at Keller Williams. When I was looking like it was going to make the move, people would say, "Where would you go?" I'd say, "Right now, today, I go to eXp. I don't go to Keller Williams." And that's how I knew. When I started saying that enough, I knew I needed to make the bounce. Now, this comes from, and I've said this in the past as well, this comes from the fact that this is something that Keller Williams does not do well, that eXp does, and that's that sponsorship thing. Your sponsor is supposed to look out for you, be sure that you are doing well, coach you, keep you rolling. KW does not have that as part of their culture. It just is what it is. Um, I had a great sponsor. I was on his team for a while, but once I wasn't on the team anymore, that was it. I talked to anybody from KW who's been in for a couple of years. I said, "When was the last time we talked to your sponsor?" It's been like years since they talked to their sponsor. At eXp, that's a part of the DNA. You're a part of the team without being part of a team. If you don't want to be on a team because you want to keep all your money, good for you. Get into a really good network where you're under somebody. They do well because obviously because of revenue share, they make money if you make money. And because it's eXp, we have stock. So if eXp does good, we all do good because we all have stock. So for that reason, the sponsorship program is so much better at eXp than it was for me personally at KW, but I would assume at other spots too. It's ingrained in the DNA of eXp, and that is the total game changer for me. That's going to keep me here at eXp and keep me from going anywhere else. May that change down the road? Who knows? But right now, that's the reason why I'm here. It's the reason why I'm staying, and everything else is completely gravy. So if you have questions about the nuts and bolts of things, and about splits and whatever, give me a call, 470-233-4409. My name's Steve. Email's on the bottom in the description, and take a look at some of the other videos we did too. But again, I'm about 4 months and change into eXp, and I'm stronger here now than I was even a month ago. Like every month, I'm like, thank goodness I made the move. Thank goodness that thank God I made the move. At first you don't know what you don't know, and when you hop from a brokerage to another brokerage, there was a lot of things up in the air. Made the right decision. I think it would be a great decision for you, depending on whether you want to grow your business. Can you come here and not do any of that other stuff, and not worry about stocks, not worry about revenue share? Can my business be better here than it was there? I believe it can. Let's talk about it though. Again, this is Steve, Malone Realty Group, eXp Realty. Take care. Have a good day.